I'm Amy Kinney. I am the Executive Director at First Step Domestic Violence Shelter in Fostoria, Ohio. Our mission is to provide safety, shelter, and services to victims of domestic violence through community resources and collaboration. First Step has existed since 1980, when the domestic violence movement really came into the public spotlight. One day alone in the state of Ohio, there were over 1,500 victims seeking shelter services. There are not enough shelters, not enough space, not enough staffing, not enough funding. So First Step is very diligent in our efforts to help victims. The big way is we provide emergency shelter. We can house up to a dozen individuals and or families here in our shelter. We do not charge them anything to be here. We provide their living arrangements, utilities, everything is provided. A living environment that's safe, that's calming, that helps them to understand their own worth and to rebuild their lives so that they can go forward in living an abuse-free life, and so that that cycle can be broken. We are here to support victims as they transition away. Whatever their needs are, we're here to give them support for that. We also work with people on an outreach basis. Maybe they don't need to come into emergency shelter. Maybe they're not ready to come into emergency shelter. So we will accompany them to a court. We'll help them get a protection order. We work with them with life skills, with safety planning. We also have a 24/7 hotline. So we can walk over this way towards the shelter. This is the living part for our residents. You can tell they have their own living room, dining room, computer system. They have kitchen. They're able to cook. This is a family. They cook for themselves. And we have this wonderful toy room set up for our children. They've got a nice, safe, wonderful place to play. And there is Grace. Grace is in training to be our therapy dog. The kiddos love to be able to see her. Yeah. Good, thank you. Thank you, very good girl. Someone that we had not long ago, and I'll call her Sam, and there's been a lot of details changed, but Sam came to us literally with the clothes on her back and the clothes on her children's back. Her abuse had left her with a traumatic brain injury. We helped her seek treatment for that traumatic brain injury. We helped her to learn coping skills. She ended up getting safe and affordable housing for her children. And she is just doing amazing. And it was just such a blessing and so exciting to see the change in her and the change in her children. So as you can see, we've got this wonderful playground out here. Part of the reason that we were able to get that installed is because we get funding from the United Way that we're able to use for important projects like this and helping our children have a safe place to play. I'm in awe. I'm really in awe. Because last year at this time, we had lost some significant funding, and it was looking very likely that we were actually going to have to close the shelter. And the way things have changed since that point in time blows my mind. We found some additional funding that we didn't even know about. We're now working with United Way of North Central Ohio. We're working with Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services, Tiffin Seneca United Way, Fostoria United Way, just a lot of community support. And we are just so appreciative of it. I just want to give a big thank you to the donors, because your monies go to help organizations like First Step and the other partner organizations that United Way has. And we are just so appreciative of it. We're so appreciative of the funds that come in that help our victims take their first step into a new life, and the monies that come in to help all the other organizations who are out there just doing amazing things in this world.
My name is Amber Wertman. I'm the Executive Director of United Way of North Central Ohio. So I'm happy to be here at First Step today. Of course, Amy spoke about the amazing mission that they have and how many people that they're helping. We appreciate all of our domestic shelters and their work that they do around prevention and also keeping the families safe and in a unit and getting them back on their feet is very important. We also fund other programs like victim assistance services in our other counties. It's a nice complement to the work that the domestic violence shelters do. We also fund Turning Point, which is in the Marion area, both doing amazing work. And most of the time, both shelters are full. We don't like to hear that, but it is still a need. And the more we can do prevention and helping them to get back on their feet, that helps the whole community. Hearing Amy talk about First Step, hearing all of our partner stories, it makes me thankful for what I do, for what the staff does, especially for what our donors and companies and community leaders do every day, just promoting the good and positive things. So on behalf of United Way of North Central Ohio, we just want to say a big thank you to everyone. Even if it seems small, you're making a big difference. So thank you, thank you, thank you.